My dear friends, today is not just another day. Today is a day of revelation, a day of blessing, a day that whispers to your heart you are not alone and you are about to rise. If you are seeing this before October 18, it is no coincidence. It is a moment crafted for you to experience hope and renewal. Have you ever paused for a moment and wondered why you are here, right now, in this very place, seeing this very message? Some moments in life are not mere coincidences. They are carefully placed, quiet invitations from God to step into a new chapter, to receive a blessing that has been waiting for you all along. If you are seeing this before October 18, it is not random. It is deliberate. It is a divine appointment. A gentle whisper to your heart reminding you that there is a reason, a purpose, and a promise for your life that cannot be delayed by circumstances or fears. I want you to feel this deeply. Sometimes we walk through life so caught up in our struggles, our fears, and our disappointments that we fail to recognize the moments of grace that are placed before us. We see challenges, obstacles, and setbacks, and we forget that every step, even the painful ones, has been leading us to a point of breakthrough. This very moment, this very message is a gift. It is a reminder that you are not forgotten, that your life is not left to chance, and that the timing of your breakthrough is perfectly aligned with divine wisdom. Take a deep breath and allow yourself to really believe that nothing is too late and nothing is too early. The universe, or God, or whatever force you believe is guiding you, knows exactly when to place blessings in your path. Sometimes we rush, sometimes we doubt. We look at the calendar, the clock, or the circumstances and think, I've waited too long, I've missed my chance. But the truth is, seeing this now means that the timing is perfect. It means you are ready, you are equipped. Your heart, your mind, and your spirit are being prepared to receive something extraordinary. Think about the moments in your past when things seemed impossible, when hope felt like it had abandoned you. Yet, somehow, in ways you could not have predicted, doors opened, opportunities came, help appeared, answers arrived. That is divine timing. That is the quiet orchestration of forces greater than us, arranging your life with precision and care so that every blessing comes exactly when it is meant to. And today, this message, arriving before October 18, is part of that divine choreography. Do not underestimate the power of this recognition. When you see the significance of timing, it changes the way you respond to life. You start to trust that delays are not denials, that waiting is not wasted, and that even in the midst of confusion or chaos, there is a plan unfolding for you. Negative feelings may still try to creep in. They always will. But knowing that the moment you are in is divinely orchestrated gives you courage, strength, and peace. You can face your doubts with the confidence that the universe is aligned on your side, that your steps are being guided, and that your breakthrough is not just possible, it is inevitable. So today, allow yourself to embrace this moment. Feel the blessing of timing, the gift of being exactly where you are, at exactly the right time. Celebrate it. Rejoice in it. Let it awaken hope in your heart. Let it ignite faith in your spirit. And let it remind you that every challenge, every delay, every dark night you have walked through has been preparing you for this precise moment of victory. Seeing this message before October 18 is not a coincidence. It is your appointment with hope, with purpose, with life-changing grace. And when you recognize it, truly recognize it, your soul begins to align with the miraculous, and nothing negative can stand in your way. We all carry within us moments of darkness, moments when our hearts feel heavy and our minds seem clouded with doubt, fear, anxiety, sadness, anger, and disappointment. These are not strangers to any of us. They visit silently, often uninvited, and sometimes they linger longer than we would like. But here is the truth that must resonate deeply within your spirit. Negative feelings are not your enemy. They are part of your human experience. They are signals, whispers from within, telling you that something matters to you, that you are alive, that your heart is awake. Too often, we fight these feelings. We tell ourselves we must be strong, that we must push through without pause, that we cannot allow ourselves to feel pain. And yet, denying them does not make them vanish. It only buries them deeper, where they grow heavy and silent, shaping our thoughts and decisions in ways we do not even notice. To overcome negativity, the first step is to acknowledge it, to name it, and to allow yourself to feel it fully. Do not shame yourself for it. Do not hide it. Let it breathe, let it surface, and let it speak. Think of your heart as a garden. Negative feelings are like weeds. You cannot simply ignore them and hope they disappear. You must recognize them, pull them out gently, and understand why they are there. What are they teaching you? What are they showing you about your fears, your desires, your limits? By facing them courageously, by giving them space without letting them control you, you gain a new kind of freedom, a freedom that comes from understanding yourself deeply, from honoring your own humanity. Many of us carry guilt for feeling sadness or disappointment, as if these emotions mean we have failed. But feeling these emotions does not define failure. It defines life. It defines that you care, that you dream, that you hope, and that you are capable of growth. Every negative feeling you face is an opportunity, a doorway to transformation. When you embrace it, when you look it in the eye and say, I see you, I acknowledge you, but you will not control me, you take the first step toward healing and strength. You may wonder, how do I move forward when these feelings weigh so heavily? The answer is not to ignore them, but to let them guide you. Let them illuminate the parts of your heart that need care, attention, and love. Let them show you where your courage must rise, where your faith must grow, and where your spirit must refuse to be defeated. Negative feelings are not permanent. They are temporary messengers. They come, they speak, and then, when you face them with honesty and grace, they leave, making space for hope, joy, and peace to enter. So today, I want you to stop resisting your emotions. Stop pretending that you are unaffected. Stop feeling guilty for the heaviness you carry. Instead, breathe deeply and say to yourself, I acknowledge you, my fear. I acknowledge you, my sadness. I acknowledge you, my doubts. By giving them recognition, you take away their power to control you. By honoring them, you transform them. And in this act of acknowledgement, you discover something miraculous, that you are stronger than any negative feeling, that your spirit is resilient, and that your heart is capable of rising above every storm. Remember, your emotions are part of your journey, not the final destination. Negative feelings are the shadows that make the light of your breakthrough even brighter. Do not run from them. Do not hide from them. Face them with courage, face them with faith, and face them with love for yourself. When you do, you unlock the first key to freedom, the freedom to live joyfully, to walk boldly, and to rise above every challenge that life places before you. Your mind is the battlefield where life is won or lost. Every thought you entertain, every word you speak to yourself has the power to shape your destiny. Many of us have lived too long under the weight of negativity, allowing doubt, fear, and past failures to take root in our minds. We carry thoughts like heavy stones in our hearts, believing that they define who we are. But the truth is, you are not defined by your past. You are not imprisoned by your mistakes, your fears, or your doubts. You have the incredible power to renew your mind, to reshape the landscape of your thoughts, and in doing so, to transform your life from the inside out. Mind renewal begins with awareness. You must first recognize the thoughts that are holding you back, the ones that whisper, you are not enough, you cannot succeed, you will never be happy. These thoughts are lies, shadows that seek to obscure the light within you. And once you see them for what they truly are, you gain the power to replace them with truth, hope, and faith. You can plant seeds of courage where fear once lived, seeds of confidence where doubt once thrived, and seeds of joy where sadness once lingered. This transformation is not always easy. It requires discipline, patience, and a steadfast heart. It means waking up each day and deliberately choosing the thoughts you will entertain. It means speaking words of life to yourself, even when your circumstances seem to say otherwise. Affirm, I am capable. I am strong. I am worthy of love and success. Speak these words until they echo in your soul and silence the lies that have held you captive. Renewing your mind also requires gratitude. Gratitude is the lens through which life's challenges are transformed into opportunities, its obstacles into lessons, and its struggles into stepping stones. When you begin to see the world through the eyes of gratitude, your mind starts to shift. Your fears begin to lose their grip. Your doubts begin to dissolve, and a sense of peace and purpose rises within you, like sunlight breaking through clouds after a storm. Do not underestimate the power of small, consistent actions. Each positive thought, each word of encouragement you speak to yourself, each moment of faith you embrace, builds a fortress of hope in your mind. Over time, what once seemed impossible begins to feel attainable. What once seemed heavy and burdensome begins to feel light and manageable. Your mind, once a place of struggle, becomes a sanctuary of strength, resilience, and clarity. Remember, your thoughts are not just thoughts, they are the architects of your reality. They shape your emotions, your actions, and ultimately your destiny. If you allow negativity to rule your mind, it will shape your life in its image. But if you renew your mind, if you choose hope over fear, faith over doubt, and gratitude over despair, you open the door to miracles. You open the door to joy, success, peace, and freedom. So today, I urge you, take control of your mind. Do not let it be a battlefield where negativity wins. Let it be a garden where hope blooms, where faith grows, and where your dreams take root. Speak life into your thoughts. Speak courage into your fears. Speak love into your doubts. And watch how, with every thought renewed, your life begins to change. Not because the world has changed, but because you have chosen to change the way you see it, the way you believe it, and the way you live it. There comes a moment in every person's life when we must stop waiting for circumstances to change and start declaring the change within ourselves. Life will not always hand us victory on a silver platter. Challenges will appear, doubts will rise, and fear will try to whisper that we are powerless. But there is a force far greater than any obstacle, far stronger than any doubt. The power of your spoken word, the authority of a heart that refuses to accept defeat. Victory is not something you wait for. It is something you declare, something you speak into existence, something you claim with courage and faith. Too often, we let our circumstances dictate our confidence. We see difficulty and we believe it is permanent. We face disappointment and we whisper that hope is gone. But the truth is, victory does not depend on what the world says. Victory depends on what you say. It depends on the declarations you make over your life, over your mind, over your heart. Speak boldly. I am more than my fears. I am stronger than my doubts. I am victorious and nothing can stop me. These words are not mere sentences. They are lifelines. They are bridges. They are keys that unlock the door to the miraculous. Declaring victory is not just about talking. It is about believing. It is about standing firm even when the winds of discouragement blow fiercely. It is about lifting your eyes when all you see is darkness and saying, I will rise, I will overcome, I will not be defeated. There is power in belief. When you combine your words with unwavering faith, you create an unstoppable force that can transform even the most hopeless situations. Obstacles shrink. Fears fade, and your path once clouded with doubt becomes illuminated with possibility. Consider the challenges you have faced until now. Perhaps you have felt beaten, misunderstood, or overlooked. Perhaps life has tested you in ways that felt unbearable. Yet here you are, you have endured, you have survived, and now it is time to move from survival to triumph. When you declare victory, you shift from being a victim of circumstances to being a master of your destiny. You claim your strength, your resilience, and your right to rise above any negativity. Victory is also contagious. When you declare it, not only do you change your own life, but you inspire others. People around you sense your courage, your faith, and your unwavering confidence. Your words ripple outward, touching hearts and encouraging spirits. A single declaration of triumph can ignite hope in a room, in a family, in a community. Your declaration does not exist in isolation. It becomes part of a larger wave of positivity and transformation. Never underestimate the power of daily declarations. Speak victory in the morning when your mind is fresh. Speak victory in the afternoon when fatigue tries to weigh you down. Speak victory at night when doubts try to creep in. Let your words be your shield, your sword, and your guiding light. And as you do, you will begin to see miracles unfold, not because life has changed, but because you have changed the way you approach it, the way you believe in it, and the way you walk through it. So today, stand tall, lift your voice, speak with courage, speak with faith, speak with joy. Declare that no negativity, no fear, no past failure can define your life. Declare that victory is yours, that peace is yours, that hope is yours. And as you speak these words, feel them resonate in the deepest part of your heart. Feel the power rising within you. Feel the unstoppable force of a spirit that refuses to accept anything less than triumph. Victory is not coming. It is already yours. Claim it, speak it, and live it. Letting go is not a weakness. It is one of the bravest, most powerful acts you can do for yourself. Too often, we hold on to pain, to disappointment, to past mistakes, believing that keeping them close will somehow protect us. But in truth, clinging to negativity only chains us to yesterday, keeping us from stepping fully into the life we were meant to live. To let go is to set yourself free. It is to open your heart to joy, to peace, and to the possibilities that await you beyond fear and doubt. The first step in letting go is acceptance. You must face the reality of what has happened without resistance, without shame, and without judgment. Acknowledge your feelings fully, whatever they may be. Say to yourself, I see my pain, I feel my disappointment, I recognize my fear. By doing this, you honor your emotions and allow them to exist without letting them control you. Acceptance does not mean surrendering to negativity. It means recognizing it so you can release it. Next, forgiveness is essential, not just for others, but for yourself. How many times have you blamed yourself for mistakes, for missed opportunities, for moments you cannot change? How many times have you held resentment against someone else, carrying it like a heavy stone in your heart? Forgiveness is the act of laying down that weight. It is telling your heart, I will not be held captive by anger, guilt, or bitterness. When you forgive, you reclaim your power. You make space for love, peace, and hope to fill your life. Gratitude is another powerful tool in letting go. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, your mind begins to shift. Even in the midst of struggle, there is always something to be thankful for. A kind word, a moment of beauty, a lesson learned. Gratitude is the lens that transforms challenges into opportunities and pain into growth. It reminds you that life, in all its complexity, is still filled with blessings waiting to be recognized. Practical steps also mean taking intentional actions every day. Start small. Set aside moments for reflection, prayer, meditation, or journaling. Speak affirmations of freedom. I release what no longer serves me. I choose peace. I embrace hope. Surround yourself with positivity. Spend time with people who lift you. Read words that inspire you. Engage in activities that fill your soul with joy. Each small step is a declaration that you are choosing life over negativity, freedom over bondage. Finally, remember that letting go is a journey, not an instant event. Some feelings may linger, some thoughts may return, but each time you practice release, each time you choose peace over resentment, you grow stronger. You begin to notice the subtle shifts within yourself, the lightness in your spirit, the calm in your mind, the courage to face the future without fear. Over time, the weight that once held you down diminishes, replaced by resilience, hope, and a profound sense of freedom. Letting go also opens the door to miracles. When your heart is no longer burdened by the past, it becomes a vessel for blessings. When your mind is free from the chains of fear, clarity and insight emerge. When your spirit is released from negativity, joy flows in abundantly. Every step you take in letting go is a step toward living the life you were meant to experience, a life filled with peace, love, and victory. So today, make the choice. Let go of what has weighed you down. Release the pain, the anger, the doubt, and the fear. Embrace freedom, hope, and joy. Take small steps, practice daily, and trust that each moment of release is preparing you for the life you were meant to live. your heart, your mind, and your soul are ready. All that remains is your willingness to let go and step boldly into the freedom that awaits you. There is no greater moment than the present. Too often, we wait for the perfect conditions, for the right time, for circumstances to align before we take action. We tell ourselves, I will start tomorrow, I will try next week, I will wait until I feel ready. But the truth is, the power to change your life, the power to overcome negativity, and the power to step into joy and freedom exists right now in this very moment. Today is not a rehearsal. Today is your opportunity to take a bold step toward the life you have been dreaming of, the life you are meant to live. Acting now means refusing to let fear control your decisions. It means recognizing that hesitation, procrastination, and doubt are thieves that steal your future while you wait. Every moment you delay is a moment lost, a moment that could have been used to speak hope, to choose courage, to embrace change. But when you act now, even in the smallest way, you begin to build momentum. You ignite a spark that grows into confidence, strength, and unstoppable faith. Imagine what your life would be like if you stopped waiting. Imagine releasing every excuse and every reason you told yourself to postpone your breakthrough. Imagine choosing hope over fear, action over inaction, and faith over doubt. That choice alone has the power to transform your day, your week, your year, and your life. It does not matter how small the step may seem. What matters is that you move forward, that you choose progress, that you refuse to remain stuck in the chains of hesitation. Acting now also means embracing courage. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to move forward despite it. You may feel uncertain, nervous, or unprepared. That is natural. But the very act of taking action, of stepping out in faith, sends a message to your heart and to the universe. I am ready. I am willing. I will not be held back. Courage grows with each step. Doubt diminishes with each action. And before you know it, what once seemed impossible becomes inevitable. Your actions today, no matter how small, are seeds for tomorrow's victory. Make a conscious choice to speak life, to release negativity, to embrace gratitude, to move toward your dreams. These choices may feel simple, almost insignificant, but they accumulate, they compound, and they shape the trajectory of your life. The day you act is the day your transformation begins. The moment you decide to stop waiting is the moment your breakthrough draws near. Do not let perfection or timing deceive you. There will never be a moment that feels completely ready. The perfect opportunity is here right now because life itself is perfect in its timing. If you wait for clarity, confidence, or the absence of fear, you will wait forever. But when you act now, the universe begins to respond. Doors open, opportunities appear, support comes. Miracles begin to unfold in ways you never imagined, simply because you chose to move forward when you had the power to do so. So today, my friend, take that first step. Reach out, speak up, forgive, let go, declare victory, choose hope, and embrace action. Don't wait for someone else to give you permission, and don't wait for circumstances to be ideal. The power is in your hands, and it is always strongest in this present moment. Act now and watch how your courage, your faith, and your determination begin to shape a life of joy, peace, and triumph. Remember, the life you have been waiting for is waiting for you. The breakthrough you have been longing for is already on its way. All that remains is your willingness to act now, to step forward with faith, to embrace the moment, and to claim the victory that is rightfully yours. Today is your day. This is your moment. Move boldly, move faithfully, and move now.